Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we're using the great Divi free plugin Brain Addons, and I'll put this link below the video. Like I say, we're using the free version. You can just go to this page, hit the download free button, download, install and activate like any other plugin, and it gives you 20 absolutely awesome modules. They do have a paid version, but like I say, we're using the free version today. Paid version gives you another 11 extensions and modules here. So let's get started. I've got some info cards today. That's what we're looking at. And you may ask, well, what's the difference between this and a blurb module and a call to action? Well, unlike a blurb module, we can add a call to action button, and unlike a call to action module, we can add an image or an icon or a video, and that's really handy. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the visual builder. Once enabled, let's go down to where I want to work. I'm going to add another row. I'm going to put 3 columns in. Obviously that's up to you. Now Divi comes with all the light grey modules here, and there's plenty enough to build just about any site. If you've got WooCommerce installed, you also get another dozen or so to display your products. Now all these blue purple ones are the free ones you get with the Divi Brain add-ons, and there's some great ones here. Okay, the one we want today is the Brain info box. So I'm going to click on that one and we'll start putting some content in. Now I've got no real content, so I'm going to grab a bit of dummy text here. Don't want too much, and I'll plop that in there. Like any other text module, you can align it, you can bold out things, you can link things, you can add media if you want to, but I'm happy with that just like that. Underneath here we've got our content box. Now here's where you can choose to add an image, a video. We did a video on video boxes. That's a really handy feature. Or an icon. I'm going to go with the image today. As you can see, it's put the image in there. Put your title text in here. If you want to use a button, just flip this switch to on and it'll give you a button text. Put in what you want your button to say, and obviously put the link in below where you want the button to take people. We've got a nice little switch here if you want to link it in a new window. Best practice, if you're linking to your own site, leave that off so it opens in the same page. If you're linking to somebody else's site, flip that to on, that way your site stays open. Down below that we've got a link. If you want to link the whole module, not the button, the whole module, the button will still go wherever you tell it to. This is where you put the link in here. And the same best practices apply for that. Background wise, you can put in a background color right here. Let's give it a similar one that we've done before. Now you can put a color, a gradient, an image or a video like most Divi modules. Throw a quick gradient in there. And let's make it radial. Linear is straight line, so it'll go from one color top to bottom. Radial, it'll emanate out from the middle. I don't know if you can see that there. It'll sort of emanate out from the middle there. Great. You can change start and stop positions with any gradient and get some crazy effects going. You can actually totally separate the two colors if you want to and make it a little circle or something like that. Nice little feature. I'm happy to have it sort of dispersed. Don't need to do anything else there. Let's just move this over a little bit more. Let's go over to our design tab. Here's our info box. You can decide where you want things aligned. I'm going to pop mine into the center there. Content padding. Let's give it 30 pixels all around. Just put the number in, hit the chain. It'll do the opposite side. It'll put the pics in for you. And we'll do the same for left and right. And that's a great little feature. Unlike the blurb module, where you can have an image, it pads just the content right there, which is nice, so there's no padding around the image still. Obviously you can round off your corners here if you wish. I don't want to do that. I'll add a little border to it. Simply just give it the height you want. As you can see, it's put it in there. In fact, I'll take that down a little skinnier. How's that? Now the figure, that's the actual image. So you can change the width and the height. And if you're using an icon, you can use font size and everything like that. So just make it how you want it. I was actually happy with the way mine was. So if you play with these sliders or type in a value and you don't like it, simply select it and delete it. It'll go back to the default value for you. Now you can have a hover animation on your image. Let's try zoom out. Yeah, I don't like it shrinking like that. Try zoom in, and there's plenty to choose from there, as you can see. That's better, I like that. Again, you can put rounded corners and separate borders on the image if you want to. I'm happy to leave it as it is. You can give your image an overlay if you want to, a color or a gradient. I really don't need an overlay on that. It's sort of detracting from the picture if I put one on, but it's a good little feature. And you can add an icon if you want to. For instance, if we put a little purple overlay on there, we'll take the opacity down a little bit so we can see through it. Right hand slider for opacity, take it down to about 50. Put a little icon on there, and if you've added a link to your module, that would work well with a little icon, and they click on this, it'll link to somewhere. So put whatever icon you want in there. There we go. And of course, you've got icon color below. That's a nice little feature too. Okay, then we've got our title and our body text right here, like any other Divi module. Divi, I've said before, comes with a huge amount of fonts, literally hundreds of fonts. I've been using it for 4 or 5 years now, and I've not gone through all these fonts. Just hover over one, it'll show you an example of what that font's going to look like. I'm happy to use the default today. I will make that semi-bold though. I'll capitalize it, and I can use the crazy pink color I used above. I think it's still in, I've got it saved in my, there we go. Let's take it up a bit in size, and I will give it a little bit of text shadow there just to make it stand out a little bit more. Rolling on down, we've got the body text. Now, pretty standard settings here, but if we go down, if you're using unordered lists, you've got separate styling options for unordered lists, ordered lists, block quotes, and that's some extra features you don't get with the Divi regular modules. So they've thought this out very well. And like I say, for a free plugin, this really has got some fantastic options. You've even got different styling options for the links. Again, going down, button, you can style it any way you wish. You can add a bit more spacing at the top if you want to push it down. Mine, I'm not unhappy with that, perhaps a little bit more. So there's similar top as there is here. If you want to use custom styles, flip this to on, and you've got the regular styling options there. And I'll just paste that color in here as well. Now, for anybody that doesn't know how I'm doing this, pasting the color in, simply go to something you like the color of. For instance, our title here. When you've initially put the color in, go to the color, right click on it, copy title text color, and you can paste it into pretty much anything else you want. That's all I was doing there. So we're in good shape. I'm just going to finish off. Done the button. Sizing, same options as everything else. Within the actual module itself, you can change the size of it if you want it to be smaller and not taking up all the space, and then just align it to where you want it. but I'm happy for mine to be taking up maximum amount of space available. Okay, spacing, don't want to change anything there. Just going to pop a little bit of box shadow to lift it off the page. There we go. And we're done. So let's save our changes. Save the page changes, take a look at what we've got. And exit the visual builder. And there it is. That's a nice little info box right there. Like I say, if you've given it a link, you could have this image link when they hover over it, or actually the whole module. Really easy to do. And again, we've been using the free Brain Addons plugin. You'll find the link below the video. Just hit the download free button and you're good to go. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out the playlist below the video for more of these Brain Add-on videos. We're covering most of the modules. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.